So, Elpa Puede el Puente, I butchered the shit out of that, asked me to make a Suture video. So I'm making a Suture video. Yeah, I know that outcome's dead, but I already have the script done, and I'm a man of the people, so we're making this anyways. Suture's world is a corrupted Mobius taking place after a devastating event had shaken the world to its brink. The survivors are divided into 3 tribes: hedgehogs, foxes, and echidnas. Despite barely resembling a hedgehog, Suture's species is mostly hedgehog mixed with other species that has not been disclosed. As for his origin, it is unknown where he exactly came from, although what is known is that he appeared after the said fall of Mobius. Suture is dark, cold, and isolated. Nobody knows what his motives are, but what is known is that he roams Angel Island's ice cap and is very primal and aggressive. Very few have heard him speak, and even fewer have seen him and lived to tell the tale. So that's it for the lore. I pulled all that from the wiki. You would have had a connection with the other Outcome Memories exclusive killers, which would have been cool, but you know. On to the passives. So, baseline stats, 45 damage on M1s, Colossus speed, and Colossus hit recovery. Yeah. Primal stealth. Suture doesn't have a feint, that like radius where you can hear. He also cannot be seen by any abilities, so World is useless, Tails' little animal sense is useless, and Metal's beating sonar don't affect Suture whatsoever. This is so he can sneak up on people and be a ambush killer. Now you may be thinking, well, this is kind of, you know, busted, right? So is Tripwire, but also his abilities balance that out, don't worry. Suture's second passive is it's a wall climb, but also a wall run. So he climbs identically to Colossus, and that's completely normal, but you can turn that wall climb into a wall run. You wall run like in Jedi Survivor or Titanfall, but like Jedi Survivor, if you do it for too long, you will slow down and eventually drop to the ground. It's on a stamina meter. You can also jump off the wall, and it does a big lunge forward. However, doing that lunge adds a 3-second buffer to the stamina bar refilling. It should also be noted that you are faster while wall running, so the hallways in Lord X's castle, not safe anymore. They never were, but they're less safe now. The first ability is Animalistic Tracking with a cooldown of 25 seconds. Suture sniffs the ground before the tracks of a survivor are revealed instead of normal indicators. If a survivor is wounded, which is a status I'll get into in a moment, the tracks are red and have light blood stains. That's all. The tracks would be like, okay, this is like a really, I promise you that I played the game before it was lame. I played Apex Legends, and the Bloodhound character, I always liked the Bloodhound, and it's like that. You can see the footsteps for like 10 seconds, so you can track people, sneak up on them easier. Yeah, I honestly could have just made that a passive, but I decided to make it an ability because having a passive indicator is kind of broken. Before I get into the ability that can actually wound survivors, I am going to go ahead and talk about Raging Roar with a cooldown of 35 seconds. Raging Roar causes Suture to stand in place, roar loudly, shocker, and disorient anyone within a certain radius. Kind of a glitching camera effect, or kind of like when horror games try to, like a fear vignette, whatever it's called, like that. It would put a vignette over your screen, and it's all like blurry and fuzzy, and you're scared because he's so intimidating and stuff. Yeah. The roar can be interrupted. However, the windup is much faster if Suture is stunned. Suture can use this while he's stunned, because then he would just get bullied by all the survivors. Anyway, the obscuring vision lasts for about 10 seconds, and yeah, that's it. So let's get on to the final ability. The final ability in question is Wounding Slash with a cooldown of 25 seconds. Suture jumps forward, pouncing on survivors. Suture would then clawed scratch at their torso, dealing 10 damage for each slash. After 4 slashes, Suture would toss them aside and roar all cool and shit. The slashing can be stopped by stuns, and the ability entirely can be countered. When a survivor is hit by all 4 slashes, they are wounded, which allows Suture to identify them when using animalistic tracking, as well as hindering healing from... shit. As well as hindering healing from only... as well as hindering healing to only 75 HP and 100 HP for Metal Sonic. The status lasts for 60 seconds or until after you get downed, and the ability cannot kill or down. Kind of like Colossus's charge. That's it. That's the video. Let's do a conclusion. So there it is. Another killer that that has like no lore on them. Somehow I bullshitted 3 abilities and a pretty sick passive. If people weren't stupid and didn't have poor communication, I feel like this would be a really good killer in the game. You know, it's what Colossus should have been. Poor mobility, but, you know, big ambush potential. As for the future of these videos as a whole, I will stop making them unless somebody asks me to. Then I'll do it for shits and giggles, because you know me, I love doing shits for shits and giggles. However, regardless of that, the next video will be about Talai. It's going to be a whole Talai lore breakdown, and then I was, actually after that video, I was going to do a concept for Talai, which makes me kind of sad, because Talai's never going to be in Outcome Memories. Who cares? I don't know what I'm going to do after that, but Talai's getting a whole lore video, probably some updates about the little comic I'm making for them, and yeah, that's about it. Eat your greens. Don't talk to strange woodland creatures, and finally, add Talai to a random ASIM game that's going to replace Outcome Memories. Yeah.
I can't believe it. Outcome Memories is gone. I'll have to... I have a lot of other media, actually. I'll be fine. You're kind of fucked, Colossus.